This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 1204 Manzanita St, Los Angeles, California, 90029. Today is January 26th, 2024. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located at the rear unit at the rear of the property. And again, this goes out towards the rear of the property. This is our 4-inch cleanout here, and this is the rear one-bedroom unit here, and this goes out towards the front property. We'll just show down the side gate here. This goes out towards the property, towards the front, towards the Manzanita the street. What we're going to do is we're going to zero out our camera monitor here. We did run some water just to start to help flush the line, and we did notice that the line started to back up. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to zero out our camera monitor here, and we're just going to drop down and take a good look. So again, just going to drop down. You can see we're in water, we're holding water. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pause our mic, and we're going to push out to see possibly if we can be able to push out, or do we have some sort of obstruction or something in this area. So we're just going to pause our mic here. Okay, we went ahead and pushed through that area. It did appear to be a fairly large root ball, and we're able to poke through there and get past that point and release some of that water that was holding up. It did appear to have a large root obtrusion in that area. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. So we'll pause our mic here. As we continue to push out, you can see we do have some more root intrusion in this area. But now you can see the water is again being released as we pushed our camera through. A lot of that water is draining now. So we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. There's a tie-in there in that area. That possibly could be the front house. But when we pull back, we'll pull back to around 53 feet, and we'll locate that area, mark it as well. Verify that is our tie-in. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here. Okay, as we continue to push out, you can see here, it does appear that it possibly has a CIPP cured in place liner in there. And you can see the liner there is basically bunched up at the bottom. It's not a clean transition, and our camera is just basically getting stuck underneath the liner. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went in and located this area. We are on the front left-hand corner of the yard on the brick pavers. We did mark it with yellow crayon at approximately 10 foot 11 inches deep. We did place a red flag in between the brick pavers, just kind of identify the area. Again, in this area here, it does appear that the black ABS sewer pipe transitions to a CIPP cured in place liner, and the liner is rolling back, it's peeling back. So the camera is unable to get past that point. So we'll pull back just a little bit. You can see how the liner is pulling away there. You can see the clay, vitreous clay underneath it, and right now the camera is just rolling up against it and rolling up into the area there. We did attempt to put a skid ball on, but with the skid ball you do have a fairly large root intrusion that we tried to penetrate, and we're just unable to get past that point. So we're going to pull back slowly, and again you can see in that area there that hold on one second. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we went ahead and located this area at approximately 10 foot 11 inches deep on the front left-hand corner of the stone pavers in the yard. We did mark it with a red flag just in between the two stone pavers, and it did mark it with a yellow crayon at approximately 10 foot 11 inches deep. So again, you can see here that we do have a CIPP cured in place liner that does appear to be peeling back. Unfortunately, our camera is getting stuck up against it as we try to push out. We're pushing underneath the liner. So again, we're going to pull back from here, and we're just going to take a good look as we pull back. We do have a little bit of water running. We do have a home inspector in the unit, so he's doing running some water here at the rear, and those joints appear to be in fair condition. Our battery's going to... Again, we'll continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn. What we're going to do is we're going to pull back to approximately 51 feet on the camera monitor. It did appear that we did have a tie-in in that area. That could be our tie-in for the front unit. So again, we're just going to go ahead and pull back to that area. And what we'll do is we'll run a little bit of water. As you can see, there's some water running there, and that does appear to be the front unit. So we're going to push in just a little bit. We're going to mark that area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we did mark it with the red flag at approximately 2 foot 6 inches deep, just on the left-hand side of the house, just outside the bathroom window, located just outside the bathroom window on the front unit. And again, we did mark it with the red flag. So again, we did have the tie-in there, and we do a little bit of root intrusion coming in that joint there. You can see, and that's just at the tie-in area, so possibly a bad band or bad connection there, letting a little bit of the roots come through. Again, very minor amount of roots there, but it got a little bit coming through. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, we still got some water running, so we've got to pull back slowly just so we can take a good look. And it does appear that we're still in black ABS sewer pipe. And that little bit of water had run down, so we can see a little bit better. And we continue to pull back. And just in that joint there, you can see a little bit. We'll push in just a little bit. See a little bit of root intrusion coming in that joint as well. A little bit of debris right around the 3 o'clock area. Again, we'll continue to pull back, and we'll pull back. We're going to pull back to the large root intrusion that we had as we initially pushed out, and we're going to mark that area.
Okay, I see. So, all right.
And in this area here, you can see just a large root intrusion. We'll continue to pull back. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to mark this area. Again, we did locate this area, and it's just at the bottom of the clean out. As we drop down and we make our little bit of a turn, it's right at the bottom of that clean out to where we do have a large root intrusion. So we did mark it with a yellow crayon. We did mark it with a yellow crayon at approximately 2 feet 8 inches deep. So again, we're just going to pull back, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.